G. I gotta keep in mind that relatives of mine is trying to build like me. Sit down with Gconnet, gotta think. Every moment got you tapping the mental and looking out for the key. As a youngin', do it all for the G. I gotta keep in mind that relatives of mine is trying to build like me. Sit down with G.
Glasses Malone, and you already know you tapping in. Gconnet, nigga. Gconnet, nigga. I like that time for it.
G's to B's over there at Gconnet.
G2B's, the Gconnet show, man.
Tapping in with my boy Gconnet.
It's your brother Cam tapping in with Gconnet.
This is Brother Jay of the X-Clan chilling with G.
What it do, folks? It's your boy G2B's. This is Generation Conversation Network, better known as Gconnet. And today we doing the end of the year recap from season 1, season 2. I got my co-host D Neal, executive producer Ori, and we in this building to talk about past episodes, season 1 and season 2, and bring it, just
bring y'all in, introduce y'all, to Gconnet if y'all don't already know. So I'm Ori again with Gconnet. I stay behind the scenes. Might see me up front a little more now, but yeah, that's what I do here. And again, we just gonna recap season 1, season 2, so you guys can go check out some of the episodes that we recommend, and even check out all of the episodes, regardless of if we recommended them or not. So, yep, over there we got
D Nail, and y'all go check that shit out because we told y'all to. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Check it out though. I am D Nail. This is Gconnet. And yeah, like Ori said, we about to get into this and recap the last 2 seasons and probably let y'all know what y'all to expect for the third one. So stay tuned.
I got a question for y'all. I mean, for me, what was the experience from your point of view when this podcast started? I mean, like, how did it?
Shit, for me, you talking?
I'm talking to both. I'm talking to everybody.
You're talking to us.
Go ahead.
No, you can go.
Oh, me, I didn't know what to expect, really. I thought it was going to be a lot simpler. I thought it was going to be totally different than what actually happened. And what actually happened, it was better than what I thought it would be. I didn't think that I'd be talking to as many people as we talked to and getting as much information and laugh as much as we laughed talking to the people we talked to. So it really exceeded my expectations. And plus me being a little, like, I don't do the cameras and pictures and all of that. So this was my first time getting out here visually for y'all. So it's all the experience, and I fuck with it heavy now.
Yeah, I think y'all did a good job. Like, it wasn't, you didn't really expect it to be as fluent as it became because it was constantly interviews. Like, it was people that you like, oh wow, like they got you talk to who? Oh, they coming on? Oh, okay. Where I remember hearing that name or hearing a song, and I never knew who they was, but you knew them. You know what I mean? Or D-Nail knew them. So it was like, hey, like y'all got a whole lot of people coming on. Y'all sitting down talking to them, came up with an idea, and I think you pondered on this idea for a while before you actually did it. And I fully support it because when I said you love to talk, so that was always my thing.
That's what we agreed on for sure.
Like you,
I must admit it didn't turn out the way it started or the first intention. My first intention was to be like doing reactions and talking shit about people's stuff and but it became something different for me because I felt like I wanted to bridge the gap between the different generations on a lot of miscommunication. And if don't nobody talk about it and put the content there for them to see, they won't know. They'll just go by what they hear because a lot of people that we've conversated with, to a lot of people are nobody, but to a lot of people, they're really somebody. And just because they're not relevant today doesn't exclude or take away from the things that they did.
From what they brought to the table.
What they brought to the table beforehand.
One way or another, because again, you've done conversations with artists as far as rap artists, singers, comedians, DJs. You didn't just leave the
managers,
spectrum.
producers.
Yeah, producers. You didn't just leave it all just, hey, I'm gonna just talk to only artists. So you opened it up to talk to whoever, because in one way or another, they bringing something to the table in this entertainment space. You know what I mean? So I think it was a good concept, again, to go that route. I mean, of course, we know controversy and all of that stuff will take off a lot faster.
And that's what I'm surprised that. Well, we crossed it probably once or twice, but it wasn't too much. That was due to UBs not wanting to label or clickbait certain stuff, because you could have used a lot of stuff. We could have had a lot of people on our line talking a whole bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We did. We had one. It's just funny that the one we had came from having a conversation with someone else.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't them. The person didn't know us personally. And I ain't gonna give them the pleasure to say their name, but they didn't know us personally, but because they disagreed with the person we was having a conversation with, period, they felt like they can attack anybody that, and you know, they're the laughing stock of the city right now today.
One thing led to another. We rectified it. We didn't have to bring it to social media as a clickbait or drama. So, you know, we keeping it G at Gconnet.
You feel me? You keeping it what? G at Gconnet.
So that's pretty much where that goes. But for the most part, I think, like I said, this came from a few, I believe, weeks of pondering. It may be related to months of pondering.
No, it was a little more than weeks. Yeah. It was
but
some
I'm saying
months.
When you brought it to light that this is what you wanted to do, and then it kind of went into weeks and months of you just kind of, I guess, speaking through how would you do it.
Yeah, because he was already doing it. He was doing it when we sit in the man cave and we sit there, we end up calling somebody. We sitting there talking to him, and basically it's an interview because I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some questions is being brought up, and it's like, wait, in my head, I'm just saying, I'm like, dang, this guy knows a lot of people.
Yeah.
And just have regular conversations with these
people. Man, I get along with the get along, man. You know, I got 50 plus years in here. You feel me? I know a lot of people. And with that being said, I want to give a shout out to the first person that gave me a conversation. My boy Disco Boogie. Young homie producer, you know, he gave me the first conversation that got my feet wet. And, you know, I enjoyed that conversation. Even though I knew him personally, I didn't know the things that I found out during that conversation. And for the record, we don't have interviews here at Gconnet. We have conversations. You know, it's not I got some questions that we can talk about, so that makes it a conversation. It's not just an interrogation. It's not an interview where I want to ask you one question, you're going to answer it with one answer.
You know what you come to find out, even with having questions, it's just keeping the flow going. Because, again, you don't know this person, they don't know you. So it's not like us sitting down here having a conversation. You know what I mean? I know you. I know what I might want to ask, or what I might want to bring up from the past that we can laugh about. But because you don't know a lot about their past, or you maybe met them in passing or at an event or during events, it's not like you know that person. You know what I mean? So you do have questions, but those questions is to keep it flowing and keep them comfortable with saying, okay, what's next? Right. You know what I mean? So, I mean, we have to say, yeah, we do have questions, but it's still a conversation that we want to have with people who come on Gconnet.
And that goes for future people that wants to attend and have a conversation. We're open for conversation. Any conversation that makes a conversation make sense. Mm-hmm. You know, I ain't on here for riffraff. Ain't on for drama.
And I think it's a great platform. You know what I mean? If everybody use it for what it's for, you know, we all out here on social media. You can use it for promo. You can use it for whatever. Our conversations here on Gconnet is to get to know the person behind the artist or the brand or the comedian or whoever. You know, you see, even with comedians, you see them on stage, they funny, you like them. But do you really know that person, their background, their life stuff that they want to share, you know.
Some of the stuff we talk about, you won't have to look for on Wikipedia. You can find it right here.
Right.
You feel me? You ain't gotta Google it. You could just look at Gconnet. You'll find these answers to some of these questions on Gconnet.
Stay subscribed.
So, yep, make sure you go over to YouTube, like, share, subscribe. Please leave a comment. We want to know what y'all thinking. Y'all
good
tell
or
us what
bad.
y'all thinking.
I need to know.
We want to if you know somebody that you think would be a good fit for Gconnet, hey, send them over.
Yeah, I know y'all gonna be talking about me looking rough as fuck, but shit, go ahead and talk about it. Let's talk about it.
It's all right.
Let's talk about it. But leave a comment. We here.
I can't.
We here. We here.
Shit, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Y'all done seen bees. What do they call you on Gconnet? G2Bs or bees? Okay, y'all done seen two bees go from having full beard to just this go.
Well, he had one of these too.
Yeah, he done had the long mustache. Like,
it's been a long 2 years.
Y'all done seen this man transform right before your eyes. If y'all realize it or not.
If y'all been watching.
If y'all been watching Gconnet, and I mean that's pretty cool. Like, I mean, I guess the only way I could do that is wigs, but I don't have wigs. But y'all done seen him transform.
I might get me a wig for season 3, y'all. So I just want y'all to. I might come back with some cornrows or some dreads. You know,
They have man wigs, so I mean.
They got man everything now. You know, it's just you man enough to wear that shit. I don't think I am. I think I'm just. Sometimes you just gotta let it go. Kenny Rogers, you gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them.
And if y'all would like any of this Gconnet merch, hit us up in the comments and let us know.
Oh yeah, we got them all. Guys shirts, girl shirts, you know, exclusive. You can get, you know, holla at your boy.
Let us know. Matter of fact, speaking of Gconnet merch, we gonna do a little contest. We got somebody that Gconnet sat down with, had a conversation, and we kind of want to know, can somebody in the comments tell us who this person was or who this person is? Not was, because they still with us, but who this person is. And the first person to comment who this person is, you gonna get some merch for free. So we gonna go ahead and show you that clip of that person. And again, in the comments, let us know who that is.
It's your boy G2Bs
and your homeboy D Neil was handing.
We are Generation Conversation Network, better known as Gconnet. And
today we got my homeboy, a Detroit native. A lot of people think he may be coming from the West Coast, but this guy comes straight from Detroit. He's my partner.
All right, so again, whoever can comment first, who that person was.
Or is.
Or
not
is.
Was.
You get some of this. Oh yeah, I keep saying was.
He's still held.
I'm trying to change who he is or something. Okay, who he is in the comments first, then you can win some Gconnet merch. You know, and then you see the back. Y'all see the back? Yeah. That's that Gconnet.
I think we all
got something different. What you doing?
They ain't got
back
nothing
of yours. You got to turn around.
Yours on the side.
Yours on the side and on the back. See that one right there is nice. That's nice.
That's noise. No roaches in it or nothing, no doobies.
He got that nice shirt.
No.
Yeah, so you know, we got different designs over here with these shirts and stuff. So now I guess we gonna go into
talking about the episodes, the conversation that we enjoyed.
Well, the main one that I really enjoyed, and this was starting off for me, was because I heard a lot about his brother and everything, and then come to find out that y'all was homeboys. Like, damn, you homeboys with somebody that I heard of before I even met you, that I, you know, and then to talk to him, and he was just that cool. And I'm talking about, you know, rest in peace, Red Rump, or whatever. You know, when I came in the room, he was just on some joking shit, and it made the room cool and everything, comfortable. Because I was a little nervous, you know, low key talking to him, because I really didn't know what to say to him. I didn't know if I was gonna bring up some gangbanging stuff, or this, that. And he basically welcomed me and was like, hey, man, sit down, let's talk, man. Let's have a conversation, basically.
Let me tell you, you kind of almost get a little shocked that you're talking to certain people.
Yeah.
So I've been there before too. But yes, when you think about Red Rum, you're like, oh, Red Rum, I heard a lot about him, So yeah, I can see.
Because he didn't what he brought to the game first, what we know from the Midwest, coming from the Midwest, you know what I'm saying? That banging on wax was something to us like they doing this on the record.
Yeah, they
you know what I'm saying
about this.
But the most memorable person was Rum to us. You know what I'm saying? Because Rum was spitting. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? He had his cadence or his flow was different. It wasn't like it was West Coast, total West Coast. It was like, it was like mixed.
It was mixed up with some other stuff because
Shout out to the homie Red Rum, rest well, my king.
I think that was another one of the people that you mainly was friends with. That he could talk about me bad. Like he used to clown me some terrible. We used to clown each other though.
Like, Rum had jokes for any and everybody. If he didn't crack jokes with you or on you, you wasn't that cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because Rum
he would get me.
He gonna get on you.
He was a funny guy. He was really cool and always looked out for people.
That was the General Red Rum 781. Shout out.
Yeah.
For me, I'm gonna say Big Y. Having a conversation with Big Y. For me, I had known Big Y. I had him feature on some music in my early heydays of doing music, and to be able to reach out and him find the time to give me that conversation, I really appreciated that. Which don't take it wrong, I appreciate every conversation that I got from everybody. But at this time, Y wasn't doing conversations. He wasn't, and a lot of people that's done conversations with me wasn't doing conversations before me. They done conversations after me. A couple of them done did it before I can even get mine edited down and put out. And I'm not mad at that because I'm a small platform right now.
But that goes to show you the connections you have with different people and how they will say, okay, you hit me up, you my folks, I'll go ahead and make some time for you.
Facts.
Technically, when you think about it, with the conversation, you really only need an hour of somebody's time, which is still their time. So when they give that to you on just, hey, this is, B's asking for a conversation, I got you. That's commendable. You know what I mean? That just shows the connections you made and how solid you was with everybody that you came in contact with.
Keeping it G, man.
Yeah.
Keeping it G.
Again, they want to come on Keeping It G, Gconnet. So.
All right, this is Generation Conversation Network. Y'all tap in.
It'd be funny how you can have conversations with the average person anytime, including these people with these names. But when you go to actually get a conversation on cam, it's a different story. And I understand because,
What you mean, like on camera?
Yeah, like
it's different.
Go on record. So, like I said, I want to thank each and every individual that done had a conversation with me. That I was the first time you had a conversation. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
That shows a lot. But we definitely appreciate you, Big Y. You always come through. So thank you for that. Appreciate you.
Big Y, it's your boy, man.
Yeah, definitely. I think for me, it was probably Jazzy Management. Only because he brought a whole nother perspective about the management side of music, as well as being an artist and the certain people he worked with. And I think that conversation that he brought up about Ice-T meeting his wife.
Yeah, no, he said he was there when
I believe he was working with her or something. He had did some stuff with her back in the days, and so he knew her. previous.
Before, right,
Because
right.
she was dealing with somebody else that he knew. So
What's her name? Coco? Yeah.
yeah,
Coco.
so that little story, was kind of interesting to me. And it just shows you how, even though, again, like you said, some people may not know some of these people because they behind the scenes or they was out way back then, that they got to mix and mingle with a lot of people that are still out there, still known and still doing stuff, and being able to still have those connections is cool, and be able to talk about it and how it started. So,
And Jewel, I learned that quietly kept Jazzy Management, the person that she's talking about, is he was like one of the first few rappers. He was Jazzy D.
Jazzy D. Yeah.
Jazzy D. He released that song or album or something. We talked about that.
Yeah.
He transitioned into management. Ended up managing for the East Siders and a few other people, that he has on his
roster of people that he worked with, his little list.
Yeah, that was a in-depth, very enlightening conversation. Shout out to Jazzy, for taking the time to give us that conversation, my brother.
Absolutely. So make sure y'all check it out.
Yeah.
Y'all might get something from it, believe
and
y'all might get something from all the conversations.
And shout out to my sponsor.
Even though we can't see what the bottle say, but it says Trust Me Vodka.
Trust Me Vodka. Matter of fact, you can see it here. Trust me, G.
Cheers. Cheers.
This episode of Gconnet is brought to you by my folks over at Trust Me Vodka, Ultra Premium Vodka. Trust me, it go, homie. Holla at your boy.
So check out the sponsor, Trust Me Vodka, at trustmevodka.com and Trust Me Vodka on Instagram.
Gconnet, with different generations, have real conversations. Trust me.
Trust me.
I gotta get another bottle. Yeah, this bottle was not working. There you go. Damn.
I don't know that bottle.
It's a handsome bottle.
But anyway.
Because I don't say cute.
Yeah. You know what? Before we continue with the conversations that we like, whoever thought that it would be hard to say Generation Conversation Network, where different people have whoever thought that would be so hard to say?
It's not hard.
Where different people have real conversations. Who would have thought that would be the hardest?
It's your boy G2B tapping in with Gconnet, with different generations have real conversations. You feel me?
Let me tell you how many people and bloopers we have of people trying to say that phrase.
Tapping in with Gconnet with different generations have real conversations. Been a tongue twister for the
whole time. And it's some bloopers out there where we just died laughing because I couldn't understand how they couldn't say that after trying it like 3 or 4 times, and they finally get it.
And one of my people that we had a nice conversation, he actually came to the studio, Screws Boy. Screws Boy had trouble. He had a problem saying that line and everything. He went through it so many times and everything. But he wanted to perfect it though.
He did.
Yeah, he really wanted to perfect
it. Because again, and then you think about it, like he's a rap artist. So he's like, no, I have to put it together exactly how it's supposed to be. But he was funny.
Yo, what's going on? This Screws Boy, you tapping in with Gconnet, where different generations have real conversations with G2Bs and D-Nail. Go subscribe and share everything in the link, you heard?
And the comedian,
Skills.
Oh,
Skills. Oh yeah. Shout out to Skills, another fella that came through, comedian, up and coming comedian. Shout out,
Skills out there. He out there. His feet is already wet. He good to go. Y'all just have to check him out.
Yeah.
He out there.
He's funny, right?
Yeah, he's hilarious. So.
Yeah, but he's another tongue twister that
he had
hard
issues saying that.
Gconnet, G2Bs and D-Nail. Go to YouTube,
like, share, subscribe. Gconnet, G2Bs, and D-Nail.
You know, I must admit, it's only been a handful of people that can actually just get it on the first take and just go. Because it sounds easy, but if you think about it, Gconnect with different generations have real conversations. Can you say that without blooping it?
Probably.
Now they can.
Well, I mean, then they on camera, so we would never know.
Yeah, but if they sit there and try it, then
they'll know if they can say it or not.
Say it
on cue, right?
So,
yeah. But I just wanted to bring that up. But also moving back into the different, I guess, people that we want to kind of talk about with the conversation. You had a conversation with Bronco. And I thought that was a pretty cool conversation. He reminds me, and this is weird, I don't know if it's weird saying this, but he kind of reminds me of Ron. Like his demeanor and how he comes across, like he don't clown me like Ron, but I'm just saying, he real cool and look out for people and like to help people. And in his conversation he was talking about, and it made me think about what is his name? I am bad with names. That's a shame. The conversation you had with the guy recently, Professor X.
I mean, Brother J.
Oh, Brother J. Where I get Professor X from?
Because he said, because in that conversation, Brother J said that they named Professor X.
Okay, let's rewind. Okay, rewind. So, the conversation with Bronco put me in a mind state of having that conversation with Brother J, because he talked about Project Blow, Exposition Park, and going there and being introduced to the culture where they would do ciphers and things like that. And I don't know if people know way back.
No, Brother J didn't do that. That was Akil the MC.
But he used to be there too, I believe, right? Or was it Akil?
No, brother, that was Akil.
Okay, rewind it again.
Yeah, Brother J is from New York.
So, how we going? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Because you can edit that out, right?
No, you keep that.
No,
because we having a conversation.
We having a conversation.
We gotta keep it G. We fuck up. Play a stumble. We don't fuck up. We stumble.
Right, we stumble. All right. So, with the conversation you had with Bronco, I liked how he brought up how Project Blown, which was the culture of hip hop back then, and they would go and look for ciphers and do ciphers and things like that. And when he talked about that, it just brought back a bunch of memories about Exposition Park and all the stuff they used to do there, that they still do there. That's cultural, you know. So I like that conversation. And plus, Bronco, he remind me a lot, put me in a mind state of Red Rum. I don't know if that's weird to say, but like his demeanor and like how he present himself, like he just cool. You know,
shout out to the homie Bronco. That's my guy. And it's funny how you meet people in certain ages in your life, and the way me and Bronco met, we actually met behind the wall. We met in prison. We met in the zone on some black on black situation because we had to. We were still from where we was from, two opposite sides of the bandana.
Or the tracks.
Yeah. But yet we made an alliance at that time. And as men, we was able to full circle years later and come back into contact with each other, because there's no way we kept in contact that whole time.
Right. But it was still genuine when y'all came back in contact.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. And it was like we never left. We had a lot to talk about, and we did.
Yeah.
And we had a nice conversation. You should check it out. You know, Fudgetown Bronco, conversation on Gconnet. I'll let your boy.
I got another one. They gotta go check this out. They got to check. I don't even know if the full one is out, the full conversation. But Kato, that shit was an experience. Having him here, and the whole time, I think the back of my head was hurting the whole time.
Kato, shout out to my boy Kato.
Yes, sir.
Kato is hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, but he talked, you know, it's like sometimes you don't know whether he playing or not, but then you also know even when he's playing, he's making a lot of sense.
Yeah, he's
you know
putting
what I
a
mean?
message
Like
in
it's
yeah.
a message in his. It's like a method to his madness.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Hey,
he is hilarious.
That's one of my. I'm not gonna lie because that was Kato conversation was the first in studio conversation that we had, and
early on.
That was the beginning. That was the beginning of season 1, and he actually came in and sat down and did his thing, and you know I appreciated that.
Appreciate that, Kato. Salute to you.
My getting this far had a lot to do with his input at the beginning because he gave us a lot of insight, gave me a lot of experience. You know, I learned a lot from Kato.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy California, man, and I'm with my boy G2Bs, the Gconnet show, man, where different generations have real conversations, man. My nigga D-Nail, man, y'all tap in with him, man. Real motherfucking spiritual, real spirituals, man. West Coast street spirituals, man. Oh my mama, it's your boy California, Smoking Out Radio certified. Get him, big bro.
And shout out to my boy Yuck Mouth because
stay tuned in with my OG, nigga. Interview coming soon, nigga. Yada boy, you bitch you.
In that same conversation, Yuck Mouth came into a conversation. I came into able to meet him in person through Kato, and from that introduction, I was able to get a conversation with young Yuck Mouth.
Yo, it's your boy Yuck Mouth from Generation Conversation, man. Tap in and log into my guys, man. They keep it live. You dig? Yada da.
You know, the regime.
Yeah, man. That nigga called me Turbo, bro. I couldn't stop laughing. I came in late. He said, slow down, Turbo. Yada.
Yada. You know what was, it was something, I don't know what that part of the conversation was. We talking about somebody pulling up on him on a Segway or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, he said something about his famous lines or word is no Frank Ocean.
No Frank Ocean.
Is that what they say? Or they never no Frank Ocean, and I like, hey, if that's what he said, I don't know if I'm saying it right.
Yeah, that's no Frank Ocean.
Yeah, but yeah.
Somebody, I think he said Billy Ocean, and he like, no, Billy Ocean had hoes, man. Because I remember, because I had Billy Ocean tape.
Right.
I was about
Damn,
8.
you old.
What?
I had to give him that Kevin Hart.
Nigga, not you talking to me.
What are you saying? Do you mind repeating that, sir?
Okay.
You know what? But yeah, that was a good conversation too. A lot of funny stuff was said. He was cool.
Another conversation that I really enjoy and I want to give a shout out to is my real partner JT Turner, the comedian.
Oh, yeah.
Because my guy had me rolling the whole conversation, and we've been knowing JT for a while, and you know, I just want to say that conversation.
That was a good conversation, but you know, he's JT heckler. He the one that sit in the crowd at the shows and be trying to get JT off his game, but he could never get JT off his game, not even during that conversation. So y'all gonna check it out. JT stayed on his toes. He was like, "I'm gonna get me."
All my comedian friends, I was that drunk heckler in the crowd because I know you. I felt like I could tell you shit. Hey,
over there, hey, stop it.
Hey,
stop.
Hey, man. And a few times I had a couple of my partners tell me, "Hey, man, shut the fuck up, man.
Now, what is
I'm gonna get you. You don't want me to get you." And JT was one of them one time, like, "Hey, boy, you better leave me alone."
Yeah. He used to try to get him off his game, but JT, you stayed strong. You was ready for him.
Shout out JT, my guy.
All right, y'all, it's your boy JT Turner, man, the comedian. I just want to tell everybody thank you for tapping in with my folks from Gconnet. Yes, indeed. These fellas right here, they actually bring a perspective from a different generation with real conversations. And you know your co-host of Fire. Give it up for my main man, G2Bs, and my man, D-Nail. Make sure you subscribe to their YouTube channel, man. It is Fire, where they bring real conversations with real people, kind of like myself, comedians, artists. Just get a real perspective, you know what I'm saying, with a little bit of twist in it. So just want to appreciate everybody. Tell everybody thank you for tuning in. It's your boy JT Turner Comedy on all social media. Hit me up, man. I appreciate you.
Who else?
Oh, I don't know. It did like a flicker thing.
When we're speaking of comedians, JJ from the SIP.
Oh, JJ. Oh,
Man.
my goodness.
Hey, what's up, world? It's your boy, comedian JJ Williamson, a.k.a. JJ from the SIP. You know me. BT coming for you. Def coming to jam. The movie Johnson Family Vacation. Kid folk. I'm out here grooving right now. Tapping in with the 1 and 2 punch, Gconnet. So y'all make sure y'all keep tuning in and holler at your boy.
And I'm gonna tell you, okay, if my little cuz watching this, little cuz, I want you that might be your pops. You might need to go check that out. Y'all look a lot alike, bro.
Don't do JJ like that.
Remind me of my cousin. Don't do remind me of my little cousin.
They got the same demeanor,
yeah,
or
they
like
got the speech, the lisp a little bit,
the way they
whatever,
talk.
the way they
Okay.
talk,
the country.
Okay.
yeah.
And the accent.
Yeah, but he's funny as shit though,
Yeah.
and he let me know a whole bunch about what's the fuck they call it, Alcorn. I didn't know about that. I didn't know about McNair, and how McNair played or how they looked at him out there in Alcorn.
Yeah,
I didn't even know Alcorn. I didn't know nothing about Alcorn.
Yeah.
I didn't either.
No, I don't think none of us did.
But since him, I've been following him and all this other shit.
And watching what he got going on. Yeah, he's really good. A really good guy too. We seen him when he was out here. He came out to Arizona. He was at the
Stand Up Live in Arizona.
Yeah, and he did his thing. Check him out. Check his stuff out.
Yeah, shout out to JJ.
And I think
the real JJ from the SIP.
Oh yeah, he is on the radio show.
Yeah, the real JJ from the SIP.
We'll get the information. It'll be down in the comments.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Share some links down.
For me, another one that I enjoy the conversation I had with the homie Big Wacko. Shout out to Big Wacko. And it was interesting to me because I happened to bump into him at a bad time in the hip hop, because I bumped into him at Red Run funeral when we crossed paths. We knew of each other, and hadn't seen from each other in years or what have you. And it was the introduction was a little tainted.
It was a little rocky.
It was a little rocky because at the time, I didn't put the O in the end of his name, and he flashed because he wanted to make sure it be known he wasn't.
You said his name correctly.
Yeah,
that's what it was. His name is Wacko.
It's not Whack.
That's what he was trying to say. We got it.
And we got through that. Shout out to the homie Wacko for the conversation that we had, because I enjoyed that conversation.
And he dropped a lot of jewels too.
He always do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yo, this is Big Wacko tapping in with Gconnet with my dude Bill Blast, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute.
Definitely.
What about you?
I think a conversation that I thought was funny in a lot of ways, but like it talked about a song. So it was Newport.
Okay.
And how he talked about this song that they was going back and forth with. And I just thought, hearing him talk about it, it was a funny part where he said, give us that beat.
All right. It's your boy Newport tapping in with Gconnet, where different generations have real conversations with G2Bs and D-Nail. So like, subscribe, and share, and hit the notification bell.
and they gave it to them, and they did this
I don't
song.
know why you've done
I
that.
don't know why they did that. 1 million views straight up. So, but it was good. What was the name of it? It was
for me on that same conversation, it was when I asked him a question. And his response was the meme I never made. I should have made. I might just start trying to use that. So shout out to Newport, because I might turn the statement that you made into a meme. I asked him, was like, so didn't they accomplish the same thing y'all accomplished on that beat? And his reply was, hell no. Hell no.
Hell no, that shit. Hell no.
And his thing, it was, you mad or not?
Hey, the response, that shit was hilarious. To me.
Yeah.
And whether it was right or wrong, I can't negate that, because I didn't check the numbers on that. That wasn't the point that I was trying to make.
I mean, I'm just glad it was a beat that just stayed on.
Yeah, but for me, it was a good thing for me to be able to have a conversation with both sides of the fence. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I liked about it, because you got to talk to the people who made the original, and talk to the people who remixed or redid the original with the same beat. You know what I mean?
Right. I got to talk to both sides.
Yeah.
And get both sides' opinion and get a clear understanding on how it started. And it stayed on wax. You know, as far as we know, it stayed on wax. As far as they said, it stayed on wax. And that's a good thing, because it could have went. And for those that don't know what I'm talking about the Hit Your Rollin' song by Pac-Man, Newport, and Conrad. PNC is the name of the group. And I'm talking about the Hit Your Bremen song made by Yard Down Music, group. And they end up doing another song called Deeper Than Rap by Yard Down, and they took the beat and gave the beat to PNC, and PNC took and made their own version of a response to their song about them, and their song was called Mad or No. So if you haven't heard of it, find it on it. It's on Google. I mean, it's on YouTube. It's on Google. Mad or No, Deeper Than Rap, Hit Your Rollin', Hit Your Bremen.
Check it out.
Check that out. What about you?
That was me, but
but speaking of that, another good one was with because you talking about Yard Down, Gconnet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Shout out to the homie Gconnet.
Yeah, I think we did 2 different ones with him.
Yeah, it was the visual. We had issues with visuals, It's a few. I mean, he made it. It made it to the board. It made it on the table.
I was glad he really wanted to talk about what the stuff he was doing today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that makes all the difference. You know what I'm saying?
He's not
changed his whole life around. Like, he did music, he was in the streets, he's been in the prison, all that, so his main focus now is trying to help other people, young men, people out of the streets.
My brother's keepers.
Yeah, people with felonies get jobs and shit.
Get jobs, construction. So it's my brother's keepers. And he be doing his thing, and he's solid with that. And he's been consistent with it for as long as I can remember, beating him. So definitely appreciate brothers like him stepping up. Doing their thing.
Yeah, also I want to give a shout out to the homie Fig Newton, for blessing Gconnet with a conversation. That's the homie, shout out to my guy Fig. He's doing his thing. You can find him on all platforms of the Fast Lane Fig. You can find the conversation with Fast Lane Fig on Gconnet. You feel me?
What's happening though, man? It's Mr. Ben Bracken, Fig Newton, representing this Fast Lane shit. I'm letting y'all know to go tap in with the homie G2Bs, Bill Blast over there with that Gconnet show. Generation Conversation. Good game, good feed. Go on over there and get your belly fed. Yeah, most of all, like, comment, and subscribe. Let the homie know I sent you. Whoa.
Check that out.
When you first had put me on, I was a fan of his from that song that I heard. I didn't never think I was gonna get to meet him or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Even though I know you knew him, I didn't think I was gonna get to meet him and shit. And I was a fan of, just like I'm a fan of any other well-known artist or whatever. So when I got to see him and talk to him, and he get to kick it and smoke one and everything, and basically break bread because we ate. You know what I'm saying? We was eating dinner together and all this shit over there. So it was just real cool. And then he came down to the barber shop, and he set up shop there and
Pop-up shop,
his thing down there. Yeah, and then not even knowing that he knew people down there, or his people knew him, or something like that.
There too, right?
So it was just all cool and all love for Fig.
Right.
So I appreciate the convo he gave us.
Yes, sir. Shout out Fig Newton Fast Lane. You feel me? For me, another one was King Tech.
What's good, y'all? This is King Tech TV, hanging with Gconnet, where different generations have real conversations. Make sure you tap in. One love.
I met King Tech. Shout out to my brother King Tech. You know,
super solid individual.
Stand up dude. Gave me a lot of knowledge. Gave me a lot of gave me some connections. Made some introductions. You know, and I appreciate everything the whole King Tech squad do for me, and I do for them over there. From Roach Killer to Tiff to Dismos. You know, shout out to my King's Table crew over there. You know,
Check
you can
out
catch
King's
them
Table.
conversations on Gconnet with Dismos.
Hey, this your boy Dismos from the West Coast. I'm right here on Gconnet, you know what I'm saying? Check this out, man. This is different generations having real conversations, you know what I'm saying? You know, as you can see the gray stripes in my hair, them ain't nothing but general stripes, man. So you should take all the advice from me personally, you know what I'm saying? I'm just bullshitting, but my name Dismos, and you need to go hit that like, subscribe button, share, tell a friend. Don't be no, hey man, don't just, and then that's it. And it's a memory, man. Tell somebody else so they can get the same information that your ass just got, you know what I'm saying, for free. Don't even cost nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy signing out, man. You know, I already know what to do, man. Look at the interview and look at all the other interviews on here, man. It's good content. You know what I'm trying to say. That's how we do it, man. You know what I'm saying?
King Tech, Roach Killer.
Yo, it's your boy Stefan, aka Roach Killer, tapping in with Gconnet. You know, where different generations have real conversations. Tap in.
You know, them all some individual conversations that had a lot of jewels in them.
A lot of good information, a lot of insight on the back end, whether y'all know who they are or not.
The name Roach Killer might sound funny, but if you know anything about old hip hop, Pump It Up, remember the show Pump It Up? He was the guy, he was the host on Pump It Up, named Stefan. So yeah, check that out. You can find a lot of good conversations on Gconnet.
Absolutely. And don't forget, they do their King's Table on Instagram. So they meet up on Instagram, have conversations with different people and talk to people and everything as well. So make sure y'all check out King Tech.
Well,
yeah, I think that's pretty much wraps
But
up.
everything else, y'all gonna have to go and check it out, man.
Yeah, I mean, like it's so many conversations that has happened on Gconnet. It would take us 2-3 hours to try to go through, talk about how we like this and this person we like, but I'd rather y'all go check out these conversations. Find out what y'all favorite conversations is. When you find them, comment. Okay?
Let me know what you think.
Comment on those conversations.
And another thing, I just want to say one thing I like overall. I ain't gonna put one above the other one yet, but we're gonna go there. But the hot bars, when they got the spit, you know, I like that whole thing and where you going with that. And I can't wait to be probably judging some shit one day and getting some motherfuckers out of there and actually giving people something for what they doing with their bars. You know what I'm saying?
So it's a segment called Hot Bars. Y'all can find that on Gconnet too, where some of the artists came and just dropped Hot 16.
Yeah.
Acapella, no beat, no nothing. So check out Hot Bars as well. I think you even had a segment that kind of came out for a second called Speak on What You're Thinking On.
Yeah.
Speak on What You're Thinking On.
That's still here.
It's
It's when I
still
feel
here.
like speaking, don't think it's,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It's one of those, so look out for those random,
Those are super random, but they're out there. Speak on what you're thinking on. So, some people may want to just come on and vent. That's what Speak on What You're Thinking On is for. Just a vent session or talk about something in particular. So check those out as well.
Yeah. That part.
Mm-hmm. But I think other than that, that's all we got for y'all today. Hope everybody had a happy holiday. To actually end this out, we wanted to kind of also give, more of a special shout out to those people that came on Gconnet and had conversations that are no longer with us. I'll go ahead and pass that over to B so he can speak on those individuals.
I would like to first and foremost, the first person that, I had a conversation with that no longer with us is my guy, Red Rum. Shout out Red Rum, the General. Rest well, my king. Another gentleman that was on my was here on Gconnet was Snoopy Blue. May he rest well, and shout out to all his fans, family, and friends. We had an interesting conversation, and the conversation is on Gconnet. You can check it out. And
hey, what it Blue World? What it do? Shalom, Snoopy Blue. Tapping in with Gconnet. Conversation coming soon. So check it out, Crip Juice. I need y'all to like, subscribe, comment on the YouTube. Gconnet 1. You already know what it Blue, cuz. East side.
Last but not least, the homie Young Half Ounce Inglewood. May he rest well, and that conversation will be dropping season 3 because we had the conversation a day before his situation. So I held off on putting that out until
out of respect for
the family.
Yeah, that. You already know what it is. Half Pounds, Wrong Con Records, with my nigga Gconnet, you know what I mean? Different generations having real conversations. Yeah, that.
And also just to kind of elaborate more on that, you can also check out the kind of, what would you consider it? Your kind of memorial to Red Rum that you kind of put together.
Yeah, the remembrance
of Red Rum, where he brought in a lot of different people who's been on Gconnet. And some people who haven't had conversations with Gconnet that just tapped in to kind of talk and tell their stories about Rum and what they remember and, just kind of show love. So that's also out there on Gconnet. It's I don't even know what it's under or called, but it's
reflections of OYG Red Rum.
Yeah, but check it out. It's really cool to see all the people who came and tapped in and shared stuff.
We just talked about experiences that we had with Red Rum. I reached out to a few people that was willing to conversate.
Yeah,
my guy.
They came through. Everybody had their own way of kind of showing their respect. And I think that was Gconnet and 2B's way of showing his respect to Rum and having other people involved.
Okay, so with that being said, I want y'all to be on the lookout for season 3 coming, starting January 1st. New look, new visuals.
New visuals. Y'all will see a little bit more.
Shout out to my sponsor. Sponsors. Trust Me Vodka. You can find it at trustmevodka.com or in a store near you.
Yeah, you could also find that. Hey, and I just found out they have chocolatini. I said, what?
Oh,
that's the chocolate drink that I'll be drinking.
Like a mudslide?
It tastes like mudslide. Yeah, exactly.
It's vodka?
Yeah, it's vodka. So they make it with the vodka. I didn't know they had that. So yeah, I'm about to get some of that chocolatini.
We're gonna have to get them to send me some bottles of them.
Yeah, so they got different mixed drinks too over at Trust Me. You may see them in certain store locations, so keep a lookout for it. And if you find somewhere, let us know where you found it at. Okay.
Well, I thank y'all for tapping in. I hope you please share, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. It's not that hard. I thank you for taking the time to watch this. You know what I'm saying? And listening to us and being supportive of Gconnet.
All right, salute to y'all. Happy New Year's.
Yeah, happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
We put this on pause so everybody, we can enjoy our holidays. Y'all can enjoy your holidays, and it's gonna be right back at you with season 3. So keep a lookout. And don't forget, we're different generations. Have real conversations.
You feel me? Holla at your boy. This episode of Gconnet is brought to you by my folks over at Trust Me Vodka, Ultra Premium Vodka. Trust me, it go, homie. Holla at your boy.
So check out the sponsor, Trust Me Vodka, at trustmevodka.com and Trust Me Vodka on Instagram.
Gconnet, where different generations have real conversations. Trust me.
Trust me.
With D and G2Bs.